What's up, everybody? FTWitachi here, you know what it is, doing another tier maker for Pokemon, and today we are here with the original 151 Pokemon, including all of their new forms, for example, Alolan forms, Mega Evolutions, so on and so forth, but this is the original 151 Pokemon. So, without further ado, let's see where I rank all of these Pokemon, and is it similar to your ranking? If it's not, post in the comment section down below, and if you agree with me, let me know, throw a thumbs up on the video, share the video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. But without further ado, let's get into this one. Alrighty, so for the original 151 Pokemon, we have 6 total tiers. We get the Collapse, we got the God tier, we got Top tier, we got Good, we got Decent, and we got freaking God Awful, and I absolutely hate them. But we're going to go ahead and start in order. We're going to be starting off with Bulbasaur himself. Now, you're probably going to be like, bro, you can't hate Bulbasaur. It's the best starter. I'm not one of those people that think Bulbasaur is the best starter. In fact, I think he's the worst of the three. And I'm just not a huge fan of it. Now, Venusaur, on the other hand, is cool. However, Bulbasaur is my favorite grass starter Pokemon. So it's not like I don't hate it. I just don't like it. It's decent, but it is not decent as in the tier decent. It is good. It is good enough. So I'm going to put it right there. Pokemon 001 in the Pokédex is good. And then next up, you got its evolution at Ivysaur. Now, I don't mind Ivysaur, and in fact, I don't hate it. It is very, very similar to Bulbasaur, in my opinion. It is a cool upgrade, it is a cool evolution stage, but I can't give it top tier. The reason being is it's not I can't say Ivysaur is better than Bulbasaur, and I cannot say Bulbasaur is better than Ivysaur. If I were to say any of them is better than the other, it would be Bulbasaur, but I'm going to put Ivysaur right next to Bulbasaur in the good tier. Now we've got regular Venusaur. Um, this is definitely an upgrade. I absolutely am a huge fan of Venusaur. Its stats are unfreaking believable compared to the other two Nimwits, freaking Blastoise and Charizard. We're not talking about their mega evolutions and whatnot. We're just talking about regular forms. Venusaur is battle ready compared to those other two, and he is really good, especially if you have the correct move combinations. I'm gonna have to put Venusaur in God tier, and the reason being is it's an absolute phenomenal Pokemon in battle. Now, see, there you go. I don't hate the Bulbasaur evolution chain. I'm just not a fan of Bulbasaur and Ivysaur when it comes to the original 151 Pokemon. If this was all the Pokemon in general, they would probably be higher up on the list. Mega Evolution, Mega Evolved, freaking Venusaur, absolutely cool. I was a huge fan of Mega Evolution Pokemon. I was not a fan of Z moves. I'm not a fan of Gigantamaxine and Dynamaxine. Absolutely hate it. But anything to do with Mega Evolution, I thought at first, why? But then they started introducing a bunch of other shit and nonsense, and I didn't like it. So I'm gonna put um, Mega Evolved Venusaur at collapsed here. I absolutely like it. Nothing wrong with it. It's basically a better version of regular Venusaur. Not all Mega Evolution Pokemon are better than their pre Mega Evolved counterparts. Just to give you guys a heads up. But when it comes to the original 151, the ones that were actually, yeah, when it comes to these ones, most of them are better. All right, so top tier. My favorite starter is Charmander, for sure. Out of the original, I'm one of those people that love Charizard. I have the original promo first edition Charizard in my closet, and I'll never get rid of it. And I'm absolutely stoked. I'm a huge fan of Charizard. I'm a huge fan of Charmander, and I'm a huge fan of Fire type Pokemon starters. They're not my favorite typing, but when it comes to starter Pokemon, it's definitely my go-to. I would choose a water or a grass type, but I always find the starter Pokemon for the fire type looking cooler, in my opinion. I'm gonna have to go with top tier for the Charmander. And you will start to notice I put their evolved forms above their pre-evolutions in most cases, and that will be probably because one, final evolutions do tend to look better, and two, if they don't, I will definitely drop them down. And then 3, they're usually better in battle. So I'm kind of trying to mix it a little bit with battle and looks and just my overall opinion. And when it comes to Charmeleon, it's a huge upgrade from Charmander himself. But I like Charmander a little bit better than Charmeleon. Same purpose with Bulbasaur. I'm gonna put him right there in top tier. But when it comes to Charizard himself, I will not do it. No, I'm gonna do it. He is definitely in the collapse tier. Absolutely love it. This is my favorite freaking Pokemon in the original game. When it came to the 3 starter types, he's not my favorite Pokemon in the original 151. You will see that one in just a bit. Um, but yeah, huge fan of Charizard. I'm gonna put him above Venusaur and definitely above Mega Venusaur. Again, it is a combination of the Pokemon itself, its attributes and looks, and its competitiveness. I might weigh one a little bit higher. Who knows? This is my tier, and if you got a question about it, post down below, because I will definitely respond. Mega Evolved Charizard. Absolutely a fan of this one. And yes, I know this one is the better one when it comes to battling, if I can fit it there. But I'm not a huge fan of it. Don't really like it. Its typings are kind of stupid too. Um, Freaking Dragon Charizard boy over here. My favorite one. I put regular Charizard above that one. Simple. Next up, we got Squirtle. And I'm going to put Squirtle in the good tier. The reason being, it's a good Pokemon. Definitely going to put it ahead of Bulbasaur and Ivysaur. And then when it comes to Wartortle, I absolutely loved the chain of Squirtle. I'm a huge fan of Blastoise. Absolutely love the cannons. And Wartortle is very, very cool as well. Squirtle Squad, though, #1. So I'm going to go ahead and put Squirtle above Wartortle. And then when it comes to Blastoise, you're not going to believe this. I'm absolutely a huge fan of Blastoise. And I'm going to have to put him in the collapse tier, and I'm even gonna put him above one of Charizard's Mega Evolutions. That's how much of a fan I am of Blastoise. And when it comes to Mega Blastoise, holy freaking 3 cannons! Hello, let's go. Let's put him above regular Blastoise there. And then next up, we've got Caterpie. Hmm. You're probably thinking, well, Caterpie's absolutely fucking weak, so you can't base it off of its capabilities in battle. And then the second one, it's a bug. Just like Misty, I don't like bugs. But I just love this one compared to the Weedle evolution chain. You know what? I'm gonna have to put Caterpie as decent. It's not whoa, but it's not. It's exactly what I said. It's not good in battle. And it's just not a great looking Pokemon. And when it comes to Metatron, fucking get out of here, bro. You got awful. I have to. Come on. Remember the Metapod battle back in original Season 1 Pokemon? How hell was that? Holy. He had a Caterpie for crying out loud. Caterpie's no tackle. They don't just start with Harden. He evolved it into a Metapod, and all he used was Harden. That's not all it knows. It can tackle, fam. Ah. Alright, next up, Butterfree. I'm actually a fan of Butterfree. And you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and put this in the good section. It is not top tier. I am gonna put no, I can't put it above Bulbasaur. What am I kidding, fam? But I will put Butterfree in the good tier. Um, I'm sorry. I am a huge. I just really can't stand the Weedle. There's always 2 bugs in the beginning of the game, just like there's always a flying type in the beginning of the game. When it comes to this one, we've got Caterpie and Weedle. Caterpie's the cool one. Weedle's evolution chain's not. Now, Weedle, simple, god awful. Kakuna, simple, god awful. And when it comes to Beedrill, I actually don't mind it. I actually, in the beginning of the game, when I first played this and first time ever, I was like, bro, how do you get that thing? It looks so cool. Figured out it was Weedle and Kakuna's final evolution, so it wasn't that cool. But I will have to put it ahead of Caterpie in the decent section. And of course, Mega Beedrill, I will go ahead and put it in the decent section above Beedrill. And you're wondering, bro, Mega Beedrill is an absolute god. It's one of the fastest freaking Pokemon in the game. How are you putting it so low, especially compared to the other freaking part of your list? It's below Butterfree. That's how much I dislike Beedrill. Alright, when it comes to the flying type Pokemon, I'm a huge fan of the Pidgeys. It was the original flying type, and it's actually pretty decent looking compared to most flying type Pokemon out there. I will have to put it in decent section though, and I will be putting it above the Beedrills. And when it comes to Pidgeotto, I'll go ahead and put that above Pidgey as well in the decent section. Now Pidgeot is absolutely one of the better flying types, especially in Generation 1. It is actually the best flying type in Generation 1, excluding legendaries. And yeah, with that being said, I'm gonna put Pidgeot in God tier. Absolutely a huge fan of it, and I can't complain. And when it comes to Mega Pidgeot, we'll definitely put that just above Pidgeot in God tier as well, just below Venusaur. Very, very simple. I'm not a huge fan of Pokemon Sun and Moon. If you guys want, go ahead and check out our Pokemon tier maker for Pokemon RPGs, where we ranked all of the RPG games from best to worst. Exactly how we're doing it here, just different tier names, and of course, we were ranking RPGs instead of the original 151 Pokemon. So, with that being said, I'm not a huge fan of Alolan Pokemon. Didn't really like them, especially Raticate and Rattata. They turned them into from normal to dark types, and I'm not a huge fan of rats, anyways. I'm sorry, but yeah, both of you, god awful. You are better than the originals, though. But when it comes to the original rats, I'm not gonna lie, I prefer the original rats. You know what? Sorry, Raticate. You can no, that way. Yeah. Okay. Original Raticate better than Rattata. I cannot stand a Alolan Raticate. It's just too fat. Spearow and Fearow. Now, when I first played the game, just very similar to the Beedrill scenario, I was a huge fan of Fearow. I was like, it's easier to get a Fearow than it is to get a Pidgeot. So I was like, why not just catch Spearow? But the anime changed that upon me, and overall, I really just didn't like the way Fearow looks anymore. Um, Fearow's okay in battle, Spearow's okay in battle, but they're not great. I'm not really a fan of them either. When it comes to Spearow, it's a decent Pokemon. It's not terrible. And when it comes to Fearow, I'm gonna have to put that just above Spearow as well. I prefer Caterpie over Spearow, even though freaking birds eat worms for breakfast. I know. Ekans, Team Rocket, aka Jesse's Pokemon. Ekans, if you didn't know, is snake backwards. Arbok is Cobra with a K backwards. Just a little bit of a quick tip, team. So we got Ekans here. For those of you that don't know, I used to play Pokemon Stadium all the damn time with my dad back in the day on the Nintendo 64. And the Ekans, the ring toss game where you freaking pull the lever back and flick it. Yeah, you had to freaking land Ekans on like I think it was Diglets that used to pop up. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, you had to land. I think it was Diglets. I'm pretty sure it was Diglets. And you had to land Ekans and like on the Diglett. And there was like golden Diglets, I think too. But anyways, we're getting off track. We got Ekans here. Um, just because it gives me memories. I'm thinking of putting him at God Awful. Nah, I can't put him at God Awful. But I can't put him above Beedrill. I say above Spearow and Ekans above, I mean Arbok above Ekans. There we go. Okay, here we go. Um, the top of the god awful tier is Pikachu. The reason being is the anime has turned me off on it. It's absolute trash. I hate it. It's annoying. It doesn't beat level 5 Pokemon when it goes into a new adventure. I understand the anime doesn't work normally. It's basically a new adventure every single freaking time. But it is not because, notice, Ash keeps his Pokemon from his other journeys and adventures. So what is that? Pikachu, you're like level 100 by now, and you can't beat a level 5 Pokemon. So I would put you down here, but everything else in this here is worse than you, so. And when it comes to Raichu, though, I'm a huge fan of Raichu. I wished so bad. Because Ash was thinking about it, evolving Pikachu to Raichu. But Pikachu didn't want to evolve because it didn't want to turn into a douchebag like Lieutenant Surge's Raichu. But I was a huge fan of Lieutenant Surge's Raichu, so I wish Pikachu became a douchebag. But yeah, I'm that much of a fan of Raichu, so I'm gonna put it in God tier, the lowest form of God tier. But Alolan Raichu, yeah, it was cool. It could freaking fly on its tail, its psychic type. But it's not true to the actual core of Raichu, and I prefer the looks of original Raichu anyways. But it is a good Pokemon overall, so we'll go ahead and put it just above Pidgeot, right below Butterfree in the good tier. Alright, more Alolan Pokemon, but we're going to start with the originals. We got Sandshrew and Sandslash. Um, Not much to say. They're not great, but you know what? We're going to put them in decent, just above. Yeah, we'll put them just above Arbok and Ekans. The Alolan forms, though, on the other hand, these are probably one of the few forms that this and the Vulpix one are one of the few Alolan forms that I liked. So I will have to give them good, just below Alolan Raichu, though. Actually, I prefer the Sandshrew and the Sandslash above Alolan Raichu. Yeah, let's go with that. Ooh, we're getting into the Nidorans. Okay, so I really like Nidoqueen and Nidoking. They're really good, and I'm a huge fan. Uh, Nidoran, though, on the other hand, they're not great Pokemon. Um, I'm gonna have to put them in decent. And in this game, I tend to find Nidoqueen is the better of the two. And then, of course, Nidoran, I'll keep them with their counterparts as well. Nidorino and Nidorina. Nidoran and Nidoran get their counterparts next to them. But when it comes to Nidoking and Nidoqueen, I've tend to notice Nidoqueen's a little bit better. In most gens and most stats. And Nidoking just looks like a freaking beast. But I'm a huge fan of them. I'm not gonna put them in God tier, but I am gonna put them in the top tier because they are very good Pokemon. And like I said, Nidoqueen does tend to be better, but I prefer Nidoking over Nidoqueen, and it's just as simple as that. All right, Clefairy and Clefable. Gonna do with you too. Um, Not bad. Oh, Pokemon Stadium. Clefairy, Clefairy, doop 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 doop. I don't remember how the song goes, but points up, down, right, and left, and you had to remember the freaking sequence and put it in you had a timer and you had to put it in. I was a beast at that game. I always got to the end. I never lost ever. Um, Clefairy and Clefable. How are we gonna put this one? Definitely better than the Sandshrew. I think we're gonna put it above Arbok and then Clefable above. Yeah, we'll do it that way. But then when it comes to Vulpix and Ninetales, alright, so I'm a huge fan of Vulpix and Ninetales, and we'll put them at the top of good because they're not great Pokemon in general. And then when it comes to their Alolan forms, I'm gonna put them right below them. I'm a huge fan of their Alolan forms actually, especially Ninetales, and I prefer the originals though. So it's just that simple. Jigglypuff and Wigglytuff, I'm not a huge fan of them, and I will put them with Clefable and Clefairy, and just below them. Uh, I just really didn't like Jigglypuff, the anime made me dislike Jigglypuff that much. And then we got Zubat. We get two Zubats. Why do we get two Zubats? It doesn't matter. I'm gonna put the Zubat over there. Alright, so we get two Zubats, but then we got Zubat and uh Golbat. Very, very simple. Not a huge fan of them, but I prefer Ekans and Arbok over them. Uh, what made me hate Zubat so much is the caves. You just encounter them so much when you don't want to. Repels were very scarce back in the day. Oddish Gloom and Vileplume. This is a cool trio evolution. All three of them are cool. Now yeah, let's do that. Um, I still prefer Pidgey and Pidgeotto, but we'll put Oddish. This is a weird one, guys. I'm gonna put Oddish above Gloom. I was not a huge fan of Gloom, but Vileplume is actually really cool. I'm gonna put Vileplume up above Charmander and Charmeleon in the top tier because it's a good Pokemon overall. Paris and Parasect, um, very very similar actually, but we're gonna go ahead and do it that way. Actually, I prefer Paris over Parasect, not battling purposes, just the way it looks. Venonat and Venomoth. Venomoth's actually very cool. Um, how do we want to do this? Let's go with Venonat. Let's see, what do I want to put Venonat? You know what? I'm gonna move Spearow and Fearow down. Move Zubat and Golbat down. Ekans and Arbok down. Jigglypuff and Wigglytuff down. And I think that's better. Okay, that's better. And then Venonat and Venomoth are gonna go there. That that seems better. Really quickly though, I think I'm missing a Pokemon in my list. Was there? I don't think there was one. I'm trying to see if there is an actual Pokemon or am I missing it? Am I missing it? Alright, nope, there was no Mega Evolution for it. Alright, never mind. Alright, so we got Diglett. Another annoying cave Pokemon. Um, I do prefer Diglett above the Zubats, though. They had a whole cave to themselves, if I remember. Yeah, Diglett's Cave. Holy, okay. These might be the worst ones of all times. You know what? No, fuck you. The Dark Trio. That's one of the most annoying Alolan Pokemon I've ever seen. Meowth. Sit there with Pikachu, but you're just the worst form. Persian's actually pretty cool. This is one where I'm gonna put the evolution chain decently off. Just put it on the bottom of decent. And then same thing when it comes to the Alolan forms. I'm not a huge fan of them. Uh, Psyduck, it was a cute Pokemon, I guess, for Misty, but I'm not a huge fan of it either. Um, I will put it though indecent, slightly into the middle, but Golduck was cool. Golduck was cool. Where would I put Golduck? Golduck can go into the bottom of good. Yeah. Mankey and Primate though. If we're gonna do very, very similar on this one. But Mankey's gonna go just above Psyduck, but Primeape is gonna go just after Golduck. Primeape was actually a beast. I remember the fighting episode, winning that tournament. Alright, so we got one of my favorite Pokemon in the game, Growlithe and Arcanine. Um, Growlithe, how are we gonna put you? You put you in the top of good with Arcanine being an absolute beast. It is. Put you into collapse. Yeah, that's how much I like freaking Arcanine. He's in the collapse tier. His fighting capabilities though, they need to do something about that because he should be a good Pokemon. Um, Poliwag, Poliwhirl, and Poliwrath. Where are we gonna put this one? I forgot this Pokemon even existed almost. It's kind of a basic Pokemon, but it is cool. I'm gonna put him in good with Poliwrath going in top tier, just below Vileplume. They're very, very similar, their evolution chains. Um, Now we got the Alakazam freaking evolution chain, and I'm a huge fan of Abracadabra and Alakazam. Um, I'm put Abra and Kadabra on the top of good, with Alakazam being top tier. Mega Alakazam, though, I didn't really like its Mega Evolution the way it looks. I'll put him in the just below regular Alakazam in top tier. Machop, he can go towards the top of decent. Same with Machoke. But Machamp, we gotta bring him up a bit. And, oh, yeah, actually, I like Poliwrath better than Machamp. I'll put Machamp right there. Um, a lot of trio evolution forms. This one's kind of annoying though. This was gonna be a weird one too. I prefer Bellsprout out of all three of these. Um, Bellsprout, go there. Weeping Bell, you're just dumb. Where we're gonna put you? I'll put you right there. And Victory Bell, I'll put you below. You're going where freaking Arbok is. I hate Team Rocket's Pokemon so much. This one's a disaster. I'm not a fan of Tentacool and Tentacool either. Um, yeah, you're a little bit better than these guys, so just a little bit. Not much, just a little bit. A lot of decent Pokemon. I mean, I can't hate Generation 1, but that god-awful ranking, holy. Uh, Geodude. Interesting. Okay. Geodude, I'm not a huge fan. I'm going to put you, though, in god-awful. Along with your shitty looking Alolan. Actually, your Alolan form. Yeah, your Alolan form can go there too. Um, Same with Graveler. But Graveler is gonna go higher up. Regular Graveler is gonna go higher up in this one. Where are we gonna put you? Just above Paris. Alolan freaking Golem can go down in the shit god awful section. But I'm gonna put regular Golem with Graveler. Ponyta and Rapidash, pretty cool, because they had a nice form for Ponyta and Rapidash, Galar Ponyta and Rapidash. But that's not in this one, is it? So Ponyta and Rapidash, um, just below Vulpix. Yeah, that's what I think. Slowpoke and Slowbro and Mega. Why Mega? And Slowking didn't come till later, so that's why. But okay, Slowpoke. I guess you're very similar to Tentacool and Tentacool. I'll put you there, and Mega, I guess that's just fitting to me. Um, Magnemite and Magneton, they're not bad. Can't hate them, but it's very hard to place these two. I'll put it Magnemite above Golem and Magneton above. Yeah, that's good enough. Farfetch. Okay, this was a cool Pokemon back in the day. I'm gonna put it on the bottom of good. Very, very simple. Dodrio and Dodrio, though. Not cool Pokemon. In fact, not a fan of them. Kind of annoying. Very, very similar to Spearow and Fearow, but I would take them over Spearow. And actually, no, I won't. Take Fearow and Spearow over those two guys. Seal and Dugong, they're pretty cool. They're not interesting Pokemon, but they're cool. They're just freaking seals. Um, yeah, we could put them above Bellsprout, I guess. I prefer them over Machop and Machoke. Okay, Grimer. Ooh. Um, yeah, I prefer them above these guys because I like Muck. Muck's cool. And then when it comes, this is like again one of the few Alolan forms. I'm like, you know what? They're pretty cool. Shelter. I'm gonna put you with Slowpoke. There you go. We'll put you with the Slowpoke because without Slowpoke, you're kind of boring, and without Shelter, Slowpoke's kind of boring. But Cloyster's cool. Cloyster's cool. We're gonna put Cloyster up there. We'll put him just above Charmander. Our list is growing, team. Ooh, this is a cool evolution chain. Ghastly. Where's my Abra? Right below Abra. Haunter right above Ghastly. And Gengar. I'll put you right above Vileplume. And your Mega Evolution is actually pretty cool. I'll put you above. Actually, I prefer regular Gengar, but your Mega Evolution is cool. Onyx. Nothing wrong with Onyx. You know what? We're gonna finally have someone take the top of decent now. Onyx it is. Drowsy and Hypno, another one of those dumb Pokemon. Um, Venonat. That actually, there we go. Just below Sandshrew and Sandslash. Krabby and Kingler though, these guys are cool. Um, above. Yeah, I say above Poliwhirl, Poliwrath. I mean Poliwag and Poliwhirl. Voltorb and Electrode. Very simple, very basic Pokemon. They just look like Pokeballs. Not great in battle either. Not the worst, but they're not great. Oh, sticky with your other freaking electric buddies. Execute and Executor, and we also have a Alolan Executor. I do prefer. Actually, do I? Yeah, I do prefer them, but I don't prefer a Alolan Executor, even though it's a Dragon type. That's what's cool about it. But it's in the god awful ratings. But it's better than all of these guys. Um, Cubone and Marowak, a Pokemon with a cool story and a cool background. Um, it's easy to put that right here. Marowak there, but alone Marowak is actually pretty cool. But I'll keep it very, very similar because I don't want to put it just above Onyx. That's just kind of annoying. Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan. I'm a huge fan of Hitmonchan. Hitmonlee just looks like a freaking potato. Um, I'm gonna try to keep them as close as possible though, because without Hitmonlee, we ain't getting Hitmonchan. So I put them. There's so many Pokemon. This is so difficult to do. Like, to be honest with you, some of these could really change, but this is pretty much my list. It's pretty accurate. Um, oh, that's a good spot to put you. Right above Farfetch'd. That's the way. That's the way. Licky tongue. Oh, go fucking go kill yourself with these guys. In between the two Dumbo, Jesse, and James combo. Same here. I prefer Ekans and Arbok over coughing and wheezing now. Um, Rhyhorn and Rhydon. Um, yeah, yes. I'll put Rhyhorn there above Golem, but I'm a huge fan of Rhydon. Not that big of a fan though, but he'll be above Charmander and Charmeleon. Ooh, Chansey, you can go up there too. Exact same spot. Tangela, where's Venonat? Where you at? I got you. I used to get you confused with Venonat back in the day. Kangaskhan, of course. Can't hate on Kangaskhan, and the Mega Evolution's pretty beast as well. Horsey. There's no Kingdra back in Gen 1. I forgot about that. I still will put it above. I'll put you above Kingler. I'm gonna drop Primate with the other fighting buddies. There we go. That looks better. Okay, I'll put Primeape in between the freaking Chan brothers. Um, Goldeen, Seeking. Not a fan of them. Not a fan. We put you above the freaking squids. Ooh, Starmie. Okay, Staryu and Starmie are pretty cool. Yeah, they can go right there. Dugong right below. Mr. Mime, good. Scyther, gotta be above that. Um, Top tier, bottom. Jinx, bottom gold. I mean bottom good. Electabuzz. Electabuzz has to be top of good. I'm sorry, but he's just a good Pokemon. And same with actually Magmar. We'll put these guys in top tier because they're pretty cool Pokemon. Not gonna lie. Pinsir's very very similar, but I just don't like Pinsir. I really don't like Pinsir. I'm sorry. We're putting Pinsir over here. And his Mega Evolution just looks even worse. Tauros is a good Pokemon. You can't hate on him. Okay, here we go. He's legit the king of the god awful. Then he evolves into an absolute G. Where am I gonna put this guy? You know what? Yeah, right below the queen and king. Your Mega Evolution, though, you know what? They could have done so much better with that. I hate it so much. Okay, I can't put it that low. It's pretty bad. I'll keep it with you, but it's pretty damn bad. Lapras is cool. It's not a great battling Pokemon though, but we'll put it top tier. Ditto. Oh my gosh. No, I'm joking. um, I would just put it where these cool, interesting Pokemon are. Ooh, hey, let's go. Claps. Eevee's claps. Vaporeon. Claps. Jolteon. Claps. Flareon. Claps. The Eevee. The Eeveelutions. Clapping. They're my favorite Pokemon from the originals. Porygon. Let's go with. They're actually pretty damn good in battle if you have a good move set for it. Ammonite, Amistar. Decent Pokemon. They're freaking same with these guys. But I prefer Kabuto and Kabutops over Ammonite and Amistar. Amistar! Oh, Aerodactyl. That's what we're talking about. Above Rye. Yeah, his Mega Evolution's pretty cool too. And Snorlax, he's god tier. He's a really good Pokemon. I'm sorry, he's just that good. Alright, and we're getting into the legendaries now. We'll go ahead and do Dratini, Dragonair, and Dragonite first. Dratini, you can go on top of good with Dragonair. Dragonite, it's definite god, it's top of the god tier. Yeah, it's top of god tier. Articuno, um, I guess. I mean, all of these Pokemon clap. I can't put the legendary Pokemon elsewhere. The three legendary birds, Articuno, Zapdos, and Moltres. If you were wondering, Articuno, Uno means, well, Arctic is snow, Uno is one. Zapdos, Zap is electricity, Dos is two, and Moltres, Molt, fire, and Tres is three. And those are all Spanish if you're wondering where they got their names from. That was pretty cool, I thought. Mewtwo, I'm sorry, but he's got to go above Charizard. I'm a huge fan of Mewtwo. But when it comes to Mewtwo's forms, not a huge fan of his Mega Evolution. But I prefer that one over the two. And of course, Mew. I ain't getting Mewtwo without Mew. And that's it. That's our tier maker for the original 151 Pokemon. Would you have done something different? Let me know. And you probably would have because my this is my list and it's pretty damn accurate. We have a lot in decent. We got a couple of god-awful Pokemon. And then when it comes to the rest, the claps, that's pretty it. That's pretty much it. That's what I see. Thank you all very much for tuning in. Catch you guys next time.